So what's going on, you guys? Tactical preparedness here. Now this is a pretty little big topic that I want to talk about today. So, what would we do if we became homeless? Yeah, this is something I don't hear come up too much in the prepper community. So today I'm gonna give some tips for people who may be about to be homeless. Okay, so to those people who are about to be homeless who have never watched my channel or anything like that, as you see, my name's Tactical Preparedness on YouTube. I am a survivalist, and I have taken a class. I have done all of that to get myself trained for these situations. So, what do we do in the midst of becoming homeless? Now, to those of you who know, I have been homeless before. Okay? To those of you who don't know as well, I've been homeless before. So, here's some good tips for you that could help you out. Number one, don't be stuck up, but also try to avoid people who may have bad intentions. Okay? You never know who you're going to meet out there in that street. There's some people out there, they're intense. Okay? They're crazy. If you see signs of that, it's best to avoid that person at every cost. If you find somebody who's camping close by your little compound, just find you a whole new location. Okay? Next tip I got for you. Already have a kit made before it's time for you to leave out. Like I said, this is for planning, before you actually get out there, but there's a possibility you could become homeless, or you are actually about to be homeless. Okay? So, avoid people with bad intentions. Also, be ready to defend yourself. Okay? Personally, I could defend myself. Like I said, people know me. I take martial arts. I have training with weapons and things like that. I'm perfectly legal with everything that I carry. So, that's something everyone needs to know how to do if they're homeless. They need to know how to fight. They need to know how to defend themselves. But at the same time, please try to avoid trouble. Okay? You want your stay to, not saying being homeless is easy, but you want to try to make it as easy as you possibly can. So let's go into things that you're going to need being homeless. Okay? So if you're not able to get to a shelter, which personally I wouldn't go to a shelter, that just isn't for me. I'm more of the lone wolf type, as people know. So I'd rather be by myself. So get you a tent, or even get you a tarp to make you a shelter. Okay? Make sure you have things such as food, a way to carry water, things that you can use to hunt food. You could take a pellet rifle. Those are very legal. You could take a slingshot, bow and arrows. They're pretty common. They, seem to be legal about anywhere. I mean, you could probably take one of those into a park and target practice in a park with a bow and arrow. So, make sure you get weapons that are, perfectly legal. If you don't have a CCW to carry a gun, I wouldn't recommend taking a firearm with you. Now, in my state, it's a constitutional carry state now, so people can pretty much carry without a permit now. But I don't know where you're at, how your laws work, and how your state laws work on that kind of stuff. So make sure you pull up your laws on stuff like that. The next best tip that I can give you, try not to panhandle money if you don't have to. Try making trades. Do stuff like that. That's if it don't cause any issues. You know, if it's going to cause issues, do what you got to do. Completely understandable. But, you know, maintaining your sanity, your mental health, that's important as well. If you feel like at any point that you're going downhill, please get help, man. Go to a hospital, have them get you some help. If you have a dog, okay, and I know homeless people that do have dogs, I'm going to tell you, if you're not strong enough to provide for those dogs, find your dogs a new home. I know it'll be sad, especially when you first get out there and you don't have your dog with you any longer. Yes, it will be sad, but it's the best thing for them. Me, I could take care of my dogs if I had to, you know, but there are some people that don't have that skill development. So I would recommend, if you not going to be able to take care of them, try to find them a new home ahead of time. Next tip I'm going to give you, most states is 30 days before you have to vacate the home. So write you out a set of plans ahead of time. Where are you going to go? How are you going to get there? Is it going to be on foot? Is it going to be by bike? Is it going to be by car? What is it going to be? And then plan from there. Make sure the area that you camp out in, if you're not going to a shelter, has some kind of water source nearby, maybe like a little stream or, you know, a little private pond. You know, sometimes I'm going to be honest, you may end up having to sneak in private land at night to get water out of the pond. You know, I mean, I've been through hell and back when it comes to that kind of stuff, man. And, you know, being homeless out here in the rural areas is definitely not easy, okay? Because you don't have all the people out here who are going to be willing to help you. You don't have all the people out here, you know, that's going to be like, oh, go to a shelter and all that. Now, you might come across sometimes, here's a really good tip for you. Look on the internet if you got internet access on your phone or something. See if there's any side jobs that need to be done to make you a little money. Because that's important. And that leads me to the next step. Have cash on you right when you leave out, so you can grab other things that you need along the way to wherever you're going to be going. You know, this is important. You know, survive to the best of your ability. Even if you just have the basic skill set, it can help you along the way. You just have to know how to make things work. So, what do you do in a situation where you have ran out of food? Well, that's what your hunting tools are for. Get you a squirrel, get you a rabbit. But I've always said it this way: if it flies, it dies in a survival situation. Okay? If it flies, it dies. If that goes from tree to tree, it dies. If it walks around on the ground with 4 legs and it's edible, it dies. Okay? Because I gotta live. That's how I see it. You know? So these are things to think about, man. Make sure you have your plans made ahead of time. Okay? You know, it may be hard there at the beginning, but trust me, within a couple weeks, you'll be adapted. Alright? If I had to do it all over again, I would just have to do it all over again. It would take me a little while again to get adapted to it, but I could do it. Okay? So, you know, those are just a few little simple tips that I wanted to share with you about becoming homeless and what things you need to know. Make sure you have a way to cook. Make sure you have a way to keep your body clean. Make sure you have some form of shelter. Some spare changes of clothes. Just your simple items that you're going to need to get by. Something for self-defense. You got hand-to-hand combat training. That's also a skill set you can use if you ever find yourself in a situation where you may be in danger. So, yeah, make sure before you get out there you have a plan made ahead of time. Don't, you know, get out there and then not know what to do. Have that plan made ahead of time. So, please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'd love to have you here. And so, if you are about to be homeless, I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully everything will go well. And, you know, let it be a learning experience. Let it build you up, not break you. So, have a nice day, everyone. Glad to see y'all again. My dad, he may be getting out the hospital in the next couple days. I don't know yet. That's what they're looking and doing. But please, man, make sure you do whatever you got to do that's possible to survive. And I do not condone illegal activity. Get your stuff honestly if you can. All right. So I'm out. It's tactical preparedness. Stay safe. Stay prepared. Keep your sanity. Thank you very much for watching.